Welcome to Santorini, one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. I'm starting this adventure right here, among the whitewashed houses. Narrow cobblestone streets and endless blue views that make this island feel like a dream. You'll walk with me through the charming alleys of Oja and Fira, taste local flavors, and watch the sunsets that paint the sky in gold and crimson over the Aegean Sea. But the journey doesn't stop here. After soaking up the beauty of Santorini, we'll make our way to Athens, the beating heart of Greece, for a walking tour through its ancient streets. From the shadow of the Acropolis to lively local markets, we'll explore how history and modern life blend so beautifully in this iconic city. We start our journey in Finikia, a peaceful, charming village just a short 10-minute walk from the famous Oja. Finikia is a hidden gem that many travelers overlook, but it's the perfect place to truly unwind and experience Santorini's beauty at a slower pace. Unlike the busy cliffside streets of Oja, Finikia offers spacious accommodations and a sense of privacy that makes you feel like you have your own little slice of paradise. And yes, cats are included in the price. The homes and villas here are beautifully traditional, soft pastel colors, domed rooftops, and cozy terraces with views of the vineyards and sea. Many rentals even include breakfast, often served right on your patio. So you can start your mornings surrounded by warm sunlight and the sound of the island waking up. It's the ideal base to explore Santorini, close enough to walk to Oja's famous spots, yet peaceful enough to escape the crowds whenever you want. So sit back, relax, and let's begin this incredible Greek adventure, starting right here in the quiet beauty of Finikia, Santorini. Now, let's continue our walk tour in Oja, one of the most iconic and breathtaking spots in all of Greece. Just a short stroll from Finikia, the path opens up to those famous whitewashed buildings, narrow marble lanes, and cascading terraces that overlook the endless blue of the Aegean Sea. As we enter Oja, everything feels like a dream. The bright white buildings, blue-domed churches, and labyrinth of narrow cobblestone streets make this village feel timeless. Every corner offers something new: small art galleries, boutique shops selling handmade jewelry and ceramics, and cozy cafes where you can sip a cold espresso freddo while watching the world go by. If you're planning to visit, here are a few tips to make the most of your time in Oja. Arrive early in the morning before 9 a.m. if you can. You'll have the streets almost to yourself, and the soft morning light makes for the best photos. Wear comfortable shoes. The paths can be steep and uneven, especially if you're exploring side streets or walking to the old port of Amity Bay. Book your dinner or sunset spot ahead of time. Oja gets very crowded around sunset, and the best viewpoints fill up fast. Consider enjoying the view from a rooftop restaurant or even from your own balcony if your hotel offers one. Bring water and sunscreen. The sun here can be intense, especially during midday, and shade is limited. As the day unfolds, we'll follow the winding paths down toward Amity Bay, a hidden gem beneath Oja's cliffs, where you can enjoy some of the freshest seafood on the island and even take a swim in the crystal clear water. And when the evening comes, we'll find that perfect spot to watch the legendary Oja sunset when the whole sky turns gold, pink and violet over the sea. I highly recommend booking a villa or suite with a private jacuzzi or plunge pool. It's one of the best ways to experience Oja's evenings quiet, private, and unforgettable. Pair it with a glass of local Acertica wine, produced right here on the island. If you're looking for a beach, look no further than Parise's most famous seaside escapes. The drive there is an experience in itself, weaving through vineyards, small villages, and breathtaking viewpoints that overlook the caldera. Make sure to stop along the way. There are several lookout spots where you can take in the sweeping views of the cliffs. Once you arrive in Parisa, the scene changes completely from the quiet elegance of Oja to the relaxed, coastal charm of the island's southern side. The beach stretches for kilometers, with its signature black volcanic sand glistening under the sun. The water here is crystal clear and refreshingly cool. Perfect for swimming or simply floating while you gaze at the surrounding mountains. Our next stop, Fira, the vibrant capital of Santorini, perched high on the edge of the caldera. Fira offers a perfect blend of breathtaking views, local charm, and a lively atmosphere that makes it the beating heart of the island. As you walk through its winding streets, you'll feel the energy shift. Cafes spilling out onto terraces, the scent of fresh coffee and pastries in the air, and shops filled with handmade art, jewelry, and local crafts. Fira is where tradition meets modern life. You can start your morning exploring ancient history at the Archaeological Museum. Then spend your afternoon browsing boutiques or enjoying a cocktail with a panoramic view. For lunch or dinner, Fira offers endless options from cozy cliffside tavernas to elegant rooftop restaurants with breathtaking views. But if you're looking for a place that truly captures the essence of Santorini dining, our favorite and one I can't recommend enough is Nyusa Restaurant. Perched perfectly along the edge of the caldera, Nyusa offers not just incredible food, but an unforgettable atmosphere. Our next stop is the Museum of Prehistoric Thera, one of Santorini's true cultural treasures. Located right in the heart of Fira, this museum offers a fascinating journey back in time, uncovering the story of the island long before it became the paradise we know today. Go early in the morning or late afternoon to avoid crowds and enjoy the exhibits at your own pace. Tickets are inexpensive, and the museum is small enough to explore comfortably in about an hour. If you plan to ride the Santorini cable car, make sure to go early in the morning. The views are absolutely stunning. You'll glide over the cliffs with the caldera and see stretching endlessly below. Later in the day, especially when cruise ships dock, long lines form as passengers head back to their ships, and waits can be over an hour. Our journey through Santorini comes to an end from the peaceful beauty of Finikia and the charm of Oja to the lively energy of Fira and the island's rich history. Every moment has been pure magic, but the adventure continues as we head to Athens, the heart of Greece, where ancient wonders and modern life come together in one unforgettable experience. Next stop, Athens. Welcome to Athens, the vibrant capital of Greece, a city where ancient history and modern energy live side by side. Here, every street tells a story. In this next part of our journey, we'll explore Athens on foot, discovering its timeless landmarks and rich culture. Acropolis, the crown jewel of Athens, and one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. This ancient citadel, home to the magnificent Parthenon, has watched over the city for more than 2,000 years and remains. a powerful symbol of Greek history and culture. To visit, you can enter through the main gate near Dionysiou Areopagus Street. Just a short walk from the Acropolis metro station, it's best to arrive early in the morning to avoid the crowds and the midday heat. Tickets can be purchased online or at the entrance, and if you can, consider getting a combined pass. It gives you access to several nearby archaeological sites as well. I highly recommend downloading the Cosmo Chronos app. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that brings the Acropolis back to life right on your phone or tablet. With augmented reality, you'll see ancient temples restored to their original form. Walking through these hidden streets gives you a deep sense of how Athens once looked and felt centuries ago. The hand-carved stones beneath your feet, the narrow pathways shaped by time, and the weathered facades all tell stories of generations who lived, worked, and dreamed here. As you move between tucked-away courtyards, small churches, and traditional houses, you can almost imagine the daily life of ancient Athenians, a world slower, simpler, and deeply connected to craftsmanship and community. These quiet corners offer a beautiful contrast to the bustling city just steps away. Here, history doesn't feel distant, it feels alive, woven into every detail. It's the kind of place where you can pause, breathe in the moment, and truly feel the soul of Athens. Our walk now brings us to the Holy Church of the Holy Mercenaries of Calakynthus, a beautiful and humble reminder of Athens' deep spiritual heritage. This small Byzantine-style church has stood quietly for centuries, offering a peaceful place of reflection away from the busy streets nearby. Its stone walls, modest bell tower, and simple architecture speak to the faith and dedication of the community that built and preserved it over generations. Our next stop is the Lysocrates Monument, also known as the Lantern of Lysocrates, one of the best preserved landmarks from ancient Athens. Built in 334 BC, this small but remarkable structure was originally created to celebrate a musical victory in the Theater of Dionysus. This part of the journey brings us to the National Garden of Athens, a peaceful oasis right in the heart of the city. Once the Royal Garden of Queen Amelia, this beautifully maintained space offers winding shaded paths, ponds with turtles and ducks, blooming flowers, and quiet benches perfect for resting and taking in the surroundings. With its towering trees and rich greenery, it feels worlds away from the busy streets just outside its gates. The Panathenaic Stadium, one of the most iconic landmarks in Athens. Completely built from white marble and rich in Olympic history, it's an incredible sight even if you only stop to admire it from the outside. Standing here, you're looking at the very place where the first modern Olympic Games were held in AD 96, a powerful reminder of how deeply connected Greece is to the spirit of sport and culture. Just steps from the stadium, we arrive at the Presidential Palace, where one of Athens' most unique traditions takes place. The ceremonial changing of the guard, the Ebzones, dressed in their iconic uniforms with pleated skirts, pom-pom shoes, and precision movement, perform a slow, synchronized routine that's both symbolic and mesmerizing. Our next stop is the Acropolis Museum, one of Athens' most important cultural treasures. Modern, elegant, and filled with stunning artifacts. The museum brings ancient history to life, from everyday objects to masterpieces like the Kyriatodes, all with the Parthenon visible just outside. I highly encourage getting your tickets online before visiting. The museum is very popular, and purchasing tickets in advance not only saves time, but also ensures that you can explore the exhibits at your own pace, without waiting in long lines. To enhance your visit to the Acropolis Museum, I recommend downloading the Smartify app, which provides a free audio guide. Once inside, simply scan the QR codes displayed near the exhibits or at various points throughout the galleries. The app brings each artifact to life, sharing fascinating stories, historical context, and details you might otherwise miss, making your experience richer and more engaging. The Acropolis Museum also has a large cafeteria with a fantastic selection of food, from fresh Greek salads to traditional dishes and pastries. And, weather permitting, you can sit outside on the terrace and enjoy your meal with a breathtaking view of the Parthenon. There's truly nothing like savoring delicious food while taking in one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Visiting the museum's underground ruins is an absolute must. Beneath the Acropolis Museum lies the preserved remains of an ancient Athenian neighborhood streets, houses, and artifacts from daily life thousands of years ago. Notice that the museum itself was carefully built on top of these ruins, a remarkable architectural feat designed to protect and preserve them without causing damage. Walking among these foundations gives you a real sense of the city that once stood here, and highlights the incredible care and engineering required to connect the past with the modern world above. Our next stop is the National Archaeological Museum, one of the most significant museums in the world and the largest in Greece. Visiting this incredible space is like stepping into a time capsule that spans thousands of years. The moment you walk through its neoclassical entrance, you're surrounded by history, not just artifacts, but stories, emotions, and moments preserved from ancient civilizations that shaped the world we live in today. Before leaving, be sure to spend a little time in the museum's beautiful gift shop. It's thoughtfully curated with high-quality replicas, books, jewelry, ceramics, and unique pieces inspired by the very artifacts you've just explored. And if you're feeling hungry after exploring, head down to the museum's cafeteria, where you'll find a relaxing atmosphere and a menu with light meals, desserts, and drinks. Just outside, there's a beautiful garden seating area, a quiet oasis where you can unwind. Next, we arrive at the ancient Agora of Athens. Once the vibrant heart of public life in classical Greece, this was more than just a gathering space. It was the center of politics, philosophy, commerce, and everyday activity. Here, great thinkers like Socrates and Plato walked, debated, and shaped ideas that would influence the world for centuries. As you explore, you'll notice remnants of temples, administrative buildings, marketplaces, and pathways that once bustled with life. The Temple of Hephaestus, remarkably well-preserved, stands proudly on a hill overlooking the site. At the heart of the ancient Agora, inside the impressive Stoa of Athens, you will find its museum a fascinating collection that brings the everyday world of ancient Athens to life. Unlike many museums filled with grand statues and monumental treasures, this one focuses on the objects that people used in their daily routines. To finish our tour, we make our way to Areopagus Hill, a place steeped in history and framed by one of the most breathtaking views in Athens. This rocky hill once served as a site for important judicial proceedings and philosophical discussions, and it's famously where the Apostle Paul delivered his sermon to the Athenians. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible adventure. It's been unforgettable exploring Santorini and Athens together. From breathtaking views and ancient wonders to delicious food and moments of pure magic, if you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you have any questions or need tips for planning your own trip, feel free to ask. I'd love to help.